RetailPlanner.com PGA EuroPro Tour is Europe's leading developmental tour. Attracting some of the finest young talent from across the continent and growing year on year, the EuroPro is gaining the reputation of being the place for players to hone their skills. And welcome to the 2016 PGA EuroPro Tour preview show, coming to you from the East Sussex National here in the south of England. Now, with the season just around the corner, we're going to whet your appetite with a sample of what you can expect from the upcoming tour. So here's what's coming up on the show. We'll preview some of the beautiful courses on the roster this year, including a few new additions. Numbers will be crunched as we highlight some of the key statistics from last season. We'll take a look at the graduates from last year and what helped them realise their ambitions. John Morgan gives us his tips and tricks for success. But first, let's have a look back at the 2015 season and what a year it was.
Sorry, Cactus. I got that so wrong, it's a joke.
Qualify to play on the tour either via two-stage qualifying school in the spring or off the back of their achievements in the previous year. And the incentive for these young golfers, well, over €1 million in prize money, but also via the Order of Merit. Now, at the end of the season, the top 5 will gain a Challenge Tour card, which sparks off all the right ingredients for some proper competition. We caught up with the man responsible for the success, Daniel Godding.
We've made massive improvements to this tour, and one of my main focuses 3 years ago was to improve the level of golf courses. You know, these guys are the future best players in the world, and putting them around championship golf courses is absolutely essential. We've also made huge changes to the prize funds. It was important to myself and to Barry Hearn to make sure that if you made the cut, you got your £300. If you're good enough to make the cut on this tour, you're good enough to pay for yourself to keep on the circuit, which is what a developmental golf tour should provide. Army Golf Club is where I learnt most of my golf. A good friend of mine, John Cowlishaw, who's quite a popular member down there, taught me how to play, and I know every single corner of the Army Golf Club, and it's an absolute classic, so I'm really excited about that. East Sussex National, it was actually where I played my first professional golf tournament, and it's another huge favourite of mine. It's got a cracking opening and a really hard finish, and I think you're going to see the best players really come to the surface. And Caversham Heath, what an absolutely brilliant track that is. We have put together a really good selection of golf courses this year. I'm so proud of the golf courses. I'm so proud of the improvements that we've made. So it's going to be, without doubt, the best year on the tour. And I'm just really looking forward to 2016.
The tour prides itself in having a long history of players going on to succeed at the highest level, and last year was no exception. A total of 9 players went on to play on the Challenge Tour, and that was either via the Order of Merit or through European Q School. Winning the Glenfarclas Open at Mar Hall and finishing tied second at the Matchroom Sport Tour Championship enabled Aaron Rai to claim his Challenge Tour card by finishing 5th on the Order of Merit. 2 wins at the Grenke Championship, Camberwell Park and the Tree of Life Championship at Close House gave Marcus Armitage 4th spot. Sam Connor also won 2 events, the first at Longhurst Hall in the Dawson and Sanderson Classic and the second coming at the stunning Carrick on Loch Lomond, taking down the Cobra Puma Golf Open. A win at Burr Hill in the Kerry London Championship and 2 second-place finishers made sure Darren Wright would be on the Challenge Tour next year. Jordan Smith came from nowhere to win both the PDC Open at Chart Hills and the big one, being the Matchroom Sport Tour Championship at Desert Springs. He finished atop of the order of merit and will be playing Challenge Tour golf next season. Players who gained their Challenge Tour card through European Tour Q School were the early pacemaker Gary King, who won twice in 2015, the ever-consistent Paul Shields, South Africa's Darren Lloyd and Paul Howard, winner at Newmarket. And in addition to those 9, there were also 2 players who made it to the European Tour. Daniel Gavins, who was unlucky not to sneak into the top 5, had 9 top 10 finishes last year, and Camberwell Park's Laurie Cantor, who had a fantastic end to the 2015 season, topped off with a qualification for the European Tour. Well, we wish all those players the very best of luck. Now time to showcase one of our new courses for the upcoming season. The golf course, designed by David Williams, opened in 2000 and was built to exacting US PGA standards. There is a wonderful variety of holes, par 3s over water, dogleg par 4s and challenging par 5s. It is certainly going to prove a stern test for the young pros this August.
We're absolutely delighted to have a lot of young talent on show here because this is where some of the big names of tomorrow might be found, and it'd be good to see them here on a superb course like this. And in actual fact, you know, I have a son playing in Q School as well. So it's great that we can nurture young talent, and it's all about growth from the bottom, and we're delighted to be able to provide an opportunity. We want to host the EuroPro this year. We're very proud to do so. We want to make the best job we possibly can so that we are the first name they put on their list for subsequent years and have a long, good relationship with yourselves.
Well, that's all we have time for in part 1, but join us after the break when we'll continue to take a look at the upcoming season, and we'll also have a quick chat with Johnny Morgan about what it takes to be a touring professional. Welcome back. Well, as you can see, it's all hands on deck for the upcoming 2016 PGA EuroPro Tour. And we thought we'd have a look at how golfers of all abilities are using statistical analysis to improve their games. And while we're there, we thought we'd also have a look at some of the standout stats from 2015. Incredible numbers there. Now it's time to take a look at the second new course joining us this season. It's Army Golf Club in Hampshire. The course is situated on 165 acres of low, undulating woodland between Farnborough and Aldershot. Meaning 6,550 yards from the white tees, it has a par of 71 and features 3 par 3s and 2 par 5 holes.
133 years old now. It's a well-established golf course in Hampshire.
It was originally for the Army, but now it's the golf club bought the land off the Army, and now it's a private members club, retaining the Army Golf Club name. The course changes, hopefully by the end of March, beginning of April, the course does change, all the leaves are out, plays completely different. The greens here are fairly small, so it's quite tricky. If players miss the greens, they're going to be well skilled to get up and down for two if they miss the greens. They'll have to think their way around this golf course. I certainly wouldn't have the driver in the bag personally, but they really need to think their way around the golf course and have a variety of shots in the bag to get a good score around here. There's a big buzz going around the golf club already. I think all the members have bought into it and they're really excited about the event coming here, and been in a good month as well, August, so hopefully the weather will be great as well.
Winning an event on this tour is always a major accomplishment, but one man decided to do it in style. Going into the final round, he found himself trailing the leaders and needed a low score to beat his rivals. And that's exactly what Marcus Armitage did last June in Camberwell Park. Armitage started 2 behind 36-hole leader Surrey, but 5 birdies in an unblemished round saw him finish the tournament 10 under. Over 30 golfers were within 3 strokes of the lead at one point, but when Armitage broke par at 11 and 12 and Surrey matched him at 11, the pair were separated from the field at the top of the leaderboard, with Armitage 1 ahead. Found 1 further birdie apiece, but Surrey wasn't able to catch 2013's EuroPro Rookie of the Year and signed for a 2 under 69 to finish second on 9 under.
When you've won in 2013 and you know you go through the period that I went through with losing the weight, you're always questioning yourself, are you going to come back, are you going to be able to do it again? When it comes down to it, are you going to be able to pull it off? And it was just a massive relief afterwards.
Now, one man who knows everything about winning is our very own Johnny Morgan. We spoke to him earlier to find out just what it takes to make it in the very demanding world of professional golf.
Once these boys get onto the EuroPro Tour, I mean, they got a tall feet in front of them. I mean, the courses are fantastic. The standard is absolutely amazing. It surprises everyone. I mean, especially like you had the grand final last year at, you know, Desert Springs. I mean, 13 under won that, and that's a tough cookie of a golf course. That just says it there and then, how good the standard is. You know, and how many guys came off of that, didn't get their card on the Challenge Tour, but went to Q-School and got their main cards. It's like, oh, my goodness, you know, the standard's outrageous, but they can't take it too lightly. I mean, this is a stepping stone to bigger and better things, but also you got to prove your point here. This is where you butter your bread. You need to come here. You know, there's 10 grand on the line, first prize. I mean, that can help you towards Q-Score at the end of the year for European Tour if you don't happen to get in the top 5 and qualify for the Challenge Tour. If you came in here, you know, and you're hungry, humble, and you keep yourself dedicated, you're going to come out on top, honestly. And this tour, I think, is one of the best tours in the world, and I really do. I just think the standard's great, golf courses are great, the people around you give a great aura. The PGA worked really hard with us, you know, out here on this tour, and the PGA EuroPro Tour is just, I tell you what, right at the top. Playing in front of the TV, you got to say to yourself, right, okay, ooh, this is a new system. I've never been in this neck of the woods before, but you know, I'm going to thrive on it. And you got a great chance here on the PGA EuroPro Tour. TV on you, 10 grand on the line, people wrap around the green, coming down 18. You got to say to yourself, you know, this is a learning curve, and just try and be, well, in the moment, try and show off. Really, try and show off. You know, if you've got a chance, just show off to the world what you got. This is a moment, a great moment, and it's massive TV time, and a lot of people tune in. There's no harm in trying, I think. I think you don't really know yourself until you've given it a fair crack at the whip, you know. And I think, you know, these youngsters out there, they might be thinking to themselves, well, I don't know if I'm good enough. Well, you probably are good enough. And it's just your brain talking there, you know, your mind over matter. I mean, don't get me wrong, got to have a bit of dollar behind you. You go and win a fortune on your first event, that's going to fund you the rest of the year. I mean, and then your confidence is high, and then that's what happened to me. You know, that's exactly what happened to me. I mean, I didn't have a penny to go with. All of a sudden, someone said, go on, I'll fund it a little bit. I seen the PGA EuroPro Tour, I went, got somewhere to play. You know, my coach at the time said, go on, give it a go. I went, all right, okay, let's have it. So I went there, all 3 stages, bang, off I went, never looked back.
So, all you young golfers, take note of those very wise words of wisdom from a man who has been there and just about bought every t-shirt. So, finally, let's take a look at our 3rd new venue, which of course is right here at East Sussex National. There are 2 courses, the East and West. The East course is a 7,081-yard par 72 stadium layout, designed for tournament play. It has been the setting for many important tournaments, notably the European Open Championship on 2 occasions, designed by Robert E. Cupp, one of Jack Nicklaus's course architects.
It's been a while since we've hosted any form of major event. We've hosted the Open Qualifying series for 4 years, but it's absolutely fantastic that we've now got a EuroPro event here, and it's great that the owner's opened his doors to allow these young players to come in and play. And test themselves on what is still arguably one of the best golf courses in the south of England. The European Open was held here in '93 and '94. Gordon Brand Jr. won the first one, and David Guilford won the second one. And obviously there's a host of European stars, which included Seve, Nick Faldo, Colin Montgomery, Vijay Singh, to name a few. And obviously the club was built in the 1990s, early 1990s, and was very much the Augusta of the south. Probably one of the first stadium-style golf courses built in the UK, certainly Europe. The East course is challenging. It's over 7,200 yards off the gold tees. The current course record is 63, shot by Stephen Gallagher in a Challenge Tour event back in 1998, so it hasn't been challenged since. I dare say 1 or 2 might get close to it. It'd be nice if they do break it. Over the last few years, we've spent an awful lot of money on the hotel, and I know the owner is very keen on actually investing now in the golf course and bringing that up to the standards that it was when it was originally built. The membership are looking forward to it, hopefully the local community, and we're hoping as well there might be 1 or 2 local players who will also add a bit of interest, but I think whoever wins it in August will be a very worthy champion, because the course will be a good test. What we're also hoping is that obviously if we do have spectators come and watch the golfers, that they'll see how good a venue it is, and that they'll want to visit us in the future, enjoy the facilities and enjoy the challenges of both courses.
The tour's arrival here bears testimony to just how far it's come. A European Championship course will prove to be a fitting test for the future stars of tomorrow. But the East Sussex National isn't alone. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule for the year. Frilford Heath Golf Club on the 18th to the 20th of May. Burhill Golf Club, 25th to the 27th of May. Cumberwell Park Golf Club, the 22nd to the 24th of June. Longhurst Hall Golf Club, 29th of June to the 1st of July. Montrose Golf Links, the 5th to the 7th of July. The Carrick on Loch Lomond, 12th to the 14th of July. Close House, 27th to the 29th of July. Army Golf Club, 3rd to the 5th of August. Caversham Heath Golf Club, 10th to the 12th of August. East Sussex National, the 17th to the 19th of August. The Oxfordshire, 24th to the 26th of August. Hawkstone Park Golf Club, 31st of August till the 2nd of September. Marhall Golf and Spa Resort, 7th to the 9th of September, and Morallerton Golf Club on the 21st to the 23rd of September. Well, the stage is set for one of the most exciting and eagerly anticipated tours of the season. New courses alongside old favourites will set the challenge, and of course, fresh faces combined with a few a little bit more familiar to take that challenge on. All, of course, with a dream of making it big in the world of golf. And once again, the HotelPlanner.com PGA EuroPro Tour will provide the perfect springboard of realising those dreams.
I've got the eye of a warrior. You can call me champion. For me, there's no barriers. Anything could happen. fun. When the end is in sight and tonight is the night, I would risk everything and start over again for the chance to be heard. You can mark my words, I'll survive, I'll survive. I am the lion, I am the tiger, I am a hunter, I am a fighter. And if I have to walk through the fire,